Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing ourselves. My name is Nur Alina Afita binti Haji Sulaiman, student ID 22B0807.
And my name is Norlana Shafiqa binti Bahrain with student ID 22B0805. So today's topic is
So, have you guys ever wondered, like, why were we asked to follow Sharia law, the law that comes from Allah? Like, why do we have to do it? What happened if we didn't do it? So, like, what's the purpose or the benefit behind the law? So, here comes in Maqasid. So, Maqasid actually answer to why the hukum existed. Like, tells you the purpose and hikmah on doing so.
according to him, Maqasid al-Shari'ah has never been considered as the external source and as the secondary reference in the history evolution of fiqh. Scholars have directly or indirectly seen it as an embedded component of ijtihad.
So, what's the relation of Imam Al-Fasi and Maqasid? Like, what did he contribute to Maqasid? So, macam Dr K selalu cakap, jangan ke mana-mana, saksikan. So, actually, in Morocco, there's a place called Fas. So, there was born an Islamic scholar and politician, which is Imam Al-Fasi. So, Imam Al-Fasi was born with the name of Alal Al-Fasi, and his father name was Abdul Al-Wahid Al-Fasi. So, if you notice, both him and his father has the name Al-Fasi. So, Al-Fasi actually comes from the word Fas, which is the place where Imam Al-Fasi was born. So, Al-Fasi means of city of Fas. And then he was born in 10th January 1910. So, in context, he was born during the French colony. So, he was born with the hatred of colonialism. But it could also be influenced from his father, which his father was the founder of Nasiriya free school in West. So what's so unique about this school is what's so unique about this school is he is actually using Arabic instead of French. As we know that during that time it was French colony. So for me there is kind of rebellious act into it. So that could be why Imam Al-Fasi why Imam Al-Fasi became anti-colonial.
So as we all know, Alal al-Fasi is the 20th century Moroccan nationalist hero and one of the Islamic scholars that played an essential role in ending French colonialism. Imam Al-Fasi was appointed as an Islamic history and sciences lecturer at the University of Al-Qarawiyyin. Distinguished by his insightful lectures, he abruptly practiced his scholarly efforts on opposing French efforts to separate Moroccan society. So, Al-Fasi released his first book collection of poetry in 1925, where he translated his Arabic work in 1948, and one of his books called The Independence Movement in Arab North Africa was casually translated and published in 1954. He went back to Morocco and he encountered with the leaders of Istiklal. After he encountered with the leaders, he got expelled again and was then sent back to Cairo. So after that, he traveled to Asia, America, Europe, and Sub-Saharan Africa, which he trying to keep his position as a Moroccan nationalist spokesperson. So in 1950s, Imam Al-Fasi founded Morocco's nationalist Istiklal Party, which combined Islamic sciences with post-colonial enthusiasts to present the first coordinated political opposition to the French dominion. His writings were influenced by his long battles against French colonization, which practiced both of his ideas and methods. During the same year, in 1953, Imam Al-Fasi was the only significant Istiklal leader to side with the armed terrorists who were trying to snatch the country from France through urban guerrilla tactics. So when France granted Morocco independence in March 1956, the Istiqlal needed Imam Al-Fasi to engage in negotiations and win over terrorist leaders to the party. After that, in 1959, he was elected to be the president of Istiqlal after the breakup of more radical forces led by the trade unions. Imam Al-Fati also appointed as the Minister of Islamic Affairs on 2nd June 1962. He eventually left his position on 5th January 1963. In May of that same year, he was appointed to the parliament, which was unfortunately disbanded in 2 years after, which is in 1965.
So Imam Al-Fasi journey ended and he died on 19th May 1974 during his visit to Romania due to heart attack.
So now we're moving on to contribution of Imam Al-Fasi in Maqasid Sharia. The first one is Al-Fasi's contribution in regulating techniques for revealing goals in Maqasid. The contributions to the approach are evident among the efforts that the modern school wishes to emphasize. These include the guidelines that Al-Fasi sought to develop about the disclosure of aims methods. He moved forward by mentioning clear rules or restrictions, making modest changes to the law or putting the ruling into practice in other ways, and demonstrating forbearance in other situations. Al-Fasi tried to discuss the goals in terms of how they were shown and how to think of them as answers to current issues. He devoted half of the book to attacking social ideas, demonstrating how important social issues were to his thinking and reasoning. He expressed the significance of this element to his opinion. The second contribution is he writing his books regarding Maqasid. A thorough examination of Imam Al-Fasi's inspirations for authoring his book on Maqasid is necessary to fully honor his reformist agenda, was motivated by several goals that are comparable to the overall reforming agenda of contemporary intellectual in Muslim. In one of his books named Objectives of Sharia, Al-Fasi discusses the social issue and states that the goal of Sharia is the welfare of humans as members of society and as individuals accountable to Allah. Moving on to the final contribution of Imam Al-Fasi in Maqasid. So the last one would be Al-Fasi ideology in the objective of Islamic law during modern times. He lived during the French colonial period in Morocco. This could lead to a factor of the changes on what is needed by Muslim society as new problems occur. French control over Morocco has led to changes to the legal system that eventually challenged the Muslim community. So Al-Fasi has reacted to these challenges by expressing his thoughts on Maqasid of Sharia through his writing. Imam Al-Fasi has expressed in his writing a way on how Sharia law can be implemented in modern legislation. He opined that Muslim society could only live in peace, secure and stable under the law of justice and benevolence when they implemented the Sharia law. One of his reasoning is because Sharia comes from Allah, who have no flaws, hence Sharia is based on justice and perfect equity. Imam Al-Fasi believed that the demand of modern life is compatible with the application of Islamic law.
Al-Fasi certainly a hero of Morocco. Moreover, apart from being a hero to his country, he is also an Islamic scholar who contributes to the Muslim society. So certainly Imam Al-Fasi is one of the important figures in Islamic community. He expressed his thoughts and theory on Maqasid of Sharia through his writing and published books regarding the objective of Islamic law. Considering him living in post-colonial time, indeed his thoughts are used among modern Muslim society as they relate to each other issues. Hence, his ideology and thoughts on Maqasid are used as reference in contemporary times. So, to conclude, surely Al-Fasi is an intellect who plays an important role both to his country and Muslim society.